All right, let's dive into something that is totally changing the game for creating content online: YouTube automation. We're going to walk through the entire blueprint for building a content engine that can earn you a serious income, all without ever having to show your face or even use your own voice. So, what exactly is YouTube automation? Well, at its heart, it's about creating a system. It's a way to make high-quality videos where you don't have to be on camera, you don't need a fancy studio, none of that. Instead, you're using powerful tools and a repeatable process to build a channel that pretty much runs itself. To really get why this is so powerful, we have to talk about the money, right? The return on your investment. Let's say your videos get 100,000 views. Now, if you're targeting an audience in what's called a lower CPM region, that's basically what advertisers pay, you might earn something like this: 31 bucks. Not bad for a start, for sure. But now, check this out. By simply targeting a high CPM country like the US, those exact same 100,000 views can bring in a whole lot more. We're talking about a jump from $31 to $450. That's more than 10 times the revenue. This is the financial engine behind YouTube automation, and it shows you just how crucial your audience strategy really is. So here's our game plan. We'll start with the big picture, the promise of automation. Then we'll get into the nitty-gritty, finding your niche, creating the content, putting the video together, and finally, how to launch and grow your channel. First things first, and honestly, this is probably the single most important decision you are going to make: choosing your niche. This one choice defines everything that comes after: your content, your audience, and just how profitable your channel can be. Okay, so here are some of the heavy hitters. You've got niches like personal finance, where advertisers are willing to pay top dollar. Then there's AI and tech, which is just exploding with interest right now. And you can't forget about storytelling. Things like true crime or horror, these are absolute masters at hooking people in and keeping them watching, which is huge for the YouTube algorithm. But here's the secret ingredient, okay? While all of these are profitable, you have to pick something you're actually interested in. Ask yourself, what could I literally talk about for hours? What am I genuinely curious about? Because that passion, that real curiosity, is the fuel that's going to keep you going and keep you consistent. And consistency is everything. All right, you've got your niche locked in. Now for the fun part, actually making the stuff. We can break this whole thing down into a really simple, repeatable, 3-step production engine. Just think of it like a little content factory, a simple assembly line. Step 1, you generate a script. Step 2, you create a voiceover. And step 3, you find the visuals to make it all pop. And the best part, there are amazing tools, a lot of them free, for every single step of this process. Now, when it comes to that first step, writing the script, the pros have a clear favorite. For creating those really engaging, story-driven videos, Claude AI gets to top spot. It's just better at writing with a bit of emotion, building suspense, creating a story that actually hooks people and keeps them listening. For the voiceover, you've got a really critical choice to make. You can use free tools, but they often sound robotic, and you run a real risk of YouTube demonetizing your channel. On the other hand, investing in a tool like 11 Labs is considered a must-do. The voices are incredibly realistic, they're safe for monetization, and you can even clone your own voice if you want to. It's a smart business move. Okay, you've got your script, you've got your voiceover, and you've got your visuals. Now it's time to put it all together. This is the editing phase, where you turn those raw parts into a polished, amazing video. And listen, you do not need to spend a fortune on software. A free tool like CapCut is incredibly powerful and has everything you need. The keys are to add stuff like auto captions and sound effects, and this is huge. Keep the pace fast. Change what's on the screen every 3 to 5 seconds. And please do not forget the thumbnail. It is literally half the battle. A great one grabs attention and makes people want to click. We're in the home stretch. You've built the machine. Now it's time to launch and grow. This is where you take your process and turn it into a real long-term business. And this right here, this is the mindset you have to have. You've got to treat it like a business, not just a hobby. Be consistent. That means 2 to 4 videos a week minimum. Hook people in the first 5 seconds. When you start making money, put it back into the business. Get better tools, hire some help, and always think about building a real brand, not just chasing a one-hit wonder. So there you have it, the complete A to Z blueprint for YouTube automation. We've covered everything from finding a killer niche to the secrets of long-term success. You have the tools, you have the strategy. The only question left is, what are you going to build?